Captain Kenway.
You have something for me?
The present whereabouts of the Templar Woods Rogers. He is attending a small political function, so do it clean.
The word is King George is calling Rogers back to London.
Aye, not happy with his progress in Nassau.
Still too many pirates roaming about from what I hear.
You'll need a disguise to fool the powderheads at this party. I suggest the visiting diplomat, Ruggiero Ferraro. He's been on our list for some time.
Understood. Will you send this to England for me?
Aye, the ship leaves tomorrow.
Caroline Scott Kenway, Hawkins Lane, Bristol.
I am ready. We go. There is no beauty to this city. No expression of joy. No aesthetic plan. You walk your streets like animals. Like cattle with no sense of decorum. You are all idiots. How you English believe you can subdue the world is beyond me. Ah, praise God for imported wine. Who can drink rum more than once a month?
You ever have one of those friends back in the day that could get racist and annoying in their diatribes about whatever person they didn't like, but you kept them around for several years because they were also good at fixing cars and liked fishing and thankfully didn't bring up their hatred every 5 seconds? Take away the friend thing, and you have the character known as Ruggiero Ferraro, a dignitary visiting Kingston from faraway Spain or France or wherever, that Edward has to kill because the assassins told him that he's good friends with Woods Rogers, the guy he's actually here to kill today, and because of stealth game logic, Edward needs to nick his coat in order to get into Woods' party, despite the fact that Edward looks nothing like the guy. I brought up the racist friend thing earlier in the video because Ruggiero is one of the most irritating tailing missions in the entire game, if you can believe that. And it isn't because Woods and Ruggiero's conversation goes through a ton of hard to parkour over restricted areas that are so arbitrarily put together that Ubisoft isn't even coming up with good reasons to justify them anymore. But it's more for the fact that for the entire tale, Ruggiero is constantly rambling on about how shitty Kingston is and the people living there because they are living like savages in a bunch of ramshackle houses, along with griping about how the island isn't aesthetically pleasing. I know last video I said that Ben Hornigold was one of the most deserving assassination targets in Black Flag. Ruggiero didn't exist in this game until literally this mission, and he's at least 3 times the prick that Hornigold was. Holy crap, does it feel sweet to jump from the rafters and finally shut up his goddamn mouth. Ruggiero goes out without a death scene, and the only thing I can say for that is thank Christ.